Every now and then we like to take a look at the world of education. Today I want to say hi to Amy Smith, a French and health instructor at Michigan Virtual, who was voted last year's Michigan Virtual Online Teacher of the Year. She lives in Whitehall, Michigan. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Mitch. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. French, as well as health classes. Let's talk about the French part.
Sure.
That's interesting that you do that online. I actually take Creole lessons because I have an orphanage in Haiti, so I'm always working on that. And I do it online with a teacher in Boston. And at first I wasn't sure that it would work because I thought, well, don't I need to be, right with somebody, having a conversation? How else am I going to learn the language? But I find it works quite well. I even forget the fact that we're just doing it over a screen. Tell us about how teaching French works online and what drew you to do it online in the first place.
Sure. Well, like you said, in a good program, you do tend to forget that you're doing it online. I had a student tell me today from one of my classes that he didn't expect for there to be so much speaking, and so there is a lot of speaking. They record themselves, they listen to authentic resources in French, and so I think that there's really a big opportunity to incorporate more of those authentic resources, be that listening, speaking, reading, writing, when it's online. And so, I think it's a great option.
Are there certain kinds of students that do better with online learning than perhaps, say, in person?
Yeah, I think there are three types of do really well. And I would say the first is those that you might think of, the highly motivated students who already have the time management and the discipline and the organization, and they're ready to move at a more flexible pace and just go. There are also the students who are very coachable in learning those skills of being organized and becoming disciplined in learning that time management, and they can find a lot of success as well. And then there's also students who, for a variety of reasons, may not have much of a voice in a typical face-to-face classroom, and I've experienced those students seeing a lot of success in the online environment as well.
What would you say is sort of the biggest misconception about online learning that when people get involved in it, they find, I was wrong about that?
Well, I would say just that there is no person-to-person contact, and that you can't have any sort of connection with an instructor over an online platform. And, if the course is designed well, you can definitely have meaningful personal interaction through the course, even though it is online.
Yeah, I think that's true. I know my personal language class is a result of that. I've still never met the man who's been my teacher for many months, but I feel like I know him, and we joke around and we tell stories and we go back and forth, and he's able to hold up. One of the things I like about it is that like the screen becomes not only the way I see him, but it also becomes the blackboard. So he's much more adept at doing the stuff that I am. But he says, okay, I'm going to put up a sheet with verbs on it, and it comes up, and then his face goes into a little box off to the side. And now I've got the sheet, and I'm able to read the sheet and him all at the same time, which I wouldn't be able to do if he was coming over the house because I don't have a blackboard in my house, so we'd have to be leaning over a notebook together. And so there's some huge advantages of that. I think the system works really well.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I think it really opens it up to kids who wouldn't have the opportunity otherwise to take French. That's not typically an option anymore in a lot of face-to-face schools.
Well, congratulations for being recognized as the Online Teacher of the Year. You must be quite good at it. And I wish I could have conducted more of the interview in French, but I have to settle for Creole, and that ain't the same thing. So.
No, it's not. No.
We want to thank you for coming on. Congratulations, Amy.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Amy Smith there, who does teach French and health